here. Gonna end this and delete video. Got it. Go live. Oops. Go live again. And Toshiba. No, we're going to use that camera. And we'll go down here, put the title in. Excuse me. Title in. We're live. 3. Cool. All right. So go over here and let's see. Okay, that's taking up all the screen. No wonder. Okay, so we'll go back over here. We'll start the show. Boom. Go over here. There we go. Live. Yep. Okay, folks, welcome to the Reality Check with Charles Butler. We are grooving right along and gonna stop Larry Carlton and continue to do what we do out here in Radio Land. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're having a great day. You know, coming on a little later than usual. I'm gonna open up a chat room over here. Says feels lonely in there to be the first one to message. I don't know how you get to my chat room. I'll have to figure that out as we go through the show. But I do want to talk to you a little bit about these sham impeachment hearings. It just makes me so angry when I hear these people talking about the president and they're lying on the president. And it just ticks me off, to tell you the truth. It really does. It just ticks me off. Let's see here. Let's see, did this go out? Yeah, it did. It went out. Let's refresh it. That's Facebook. But they're just lying on the president. This lady today, Maria Yanovich. They keep, she's wonderful. Oh, she's a great ambassador. Hey, was Somalia great? What happened in Somalia? Was anything good about Somalia that came out of Somalia? The answer is absolutely nothing came out of Somalia that was good. And she's supposed to be. Hey, look, I'm not knocking the lady, okay? And I'm certainly not knocking her because she's a woman. What I am knocking is her performance. At the end of the day, regardless of if you're black, white, red, yellow, brown, doesn't make any difference what your color is. It's about performance, something we call performance, okay? And these people try to get away with underperforming and somehow, well, I'm a woman. It doesn't count. It's the same way when we talk about all these exceptions that are being made for women, and the women try to act like, well, I'm running a 100-yard dash. No, you're only running 40 yards, or you're only running 80 yards, and we're calling it a 100-yard dash. You're participating in a 100-yard dash. No, not the same thing. But it looks like Facebook is out for whatever reason. Not going to worry about it, though. But I do want to play some of these clips for you and do some analysis of some of the things that Ambassador Yanovich had to say. Personally, I don't care where she was born and when she was brought here and all that good stuff. She's got a job working in the State Department, a job that few Black Americans could get or qualify for, given their academic records of competence. So I don't have any delusions of sympathy for this woman. She had an opportunity, she had a shot, and she got a shot to be an ambassador. Very few slots as an ambassador around the world. You know, when you think about it, think about all the countries that there are. In Africa, there are 54 countries. In Europe, there are probably, what, 20, let's see, 13 belong to the EU. Let's see, 13 with the EU. Just say there are 20. Okay, so that's 74. Asia, let's throw in another 50. And this lady got a slot in a very coveted position. She was an ambassador, and that's all great. But she didn't do a good job wherever she went. There was always conflict, and nothing really got changed. Like when we talk about the Ukraine, you know, her problem in the Ukraine is, guess what? It stayed corrupt. She didn't clean up corruption. They tried, they knew it was there. They tried to address it, but did they stop it? No. Under Barack Obama, what did they do? They gave these people blankets. First, you know, they disarmed them in 2004, 2005, 2005, 2006. They disarmed the Ukrainians, and the Russians marched right in that bad boy and took Crimea. Let's play the ambassador's opening. Yeah, she is an American citizen, no question. She's an American citizen, and she's, you know, she did some great things in terms of, you know, raising herself up and putting herself in the position to pursue a career in the State Department. Now, I'm not going to be conspiratorial like some of my other friends and say she's a plant, she's a Russian mole. I'm not going there. I'm just saying I'm just using her own words and things that she said about what happened to her. And we're going to talk about this a little bit. So she talks about America partnering with other countries and the Ukraine, but she doesn't seem to find in her repertoire and in her condemnation the words to address Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. That doesn't seem conspiratorial to her for some reason. That doesn't seem quid pro quo to her for some reason. And I can tell you this quid pro quo thing, you know, I certainly know what it means. I know what the concept means. I know what it means in Latin. That's not the issue. The issue is these people keep telling us that what Joe Biden said is not quid pro quo. And after a while, you start to believe it because you go, oh my God, how could I be so wrong? Because everyone on TV is saying it's not quid pro quo. The only people that continue to say that, and they go, and this is the terminology that they use. It's been refuted. It's been debunked. It's been debunked that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden colluded to, you know, sell, trade the loan, the $1 billion loan for a position on the gas board. Lie. Let's play this clip. This is the ambassador. Let's play it. Let's see here. We'll play it with. No, they removed you, Marie, because they wanted to remove you because you were ineffective, because you were a teetotaler, because you're not a ball breaker. That's the problem. You want to be a diplomat. They're trying to get things done. They're trying to twist arms and kick kneecaps, and you want to sit there and, you know, well, I'm an American woman, and I'm going to, you know, I'm gonna be above the fray. Hey, that doesn't get things done in those countries. Those boys laugh at when we send women over to represent America, like Hillary Clinton and Madeleine Albright. I love Madeleine Albright, by the way. She's one of my favorite authors, one of my favorite people, but I thought she was a horrible Secretary of State. I thought Condoleezza Rice was a horrible Secretary of State. I don't think that job belongs to a woman at this point. unless she's a ball buster. I don't even think Haley, Ambassador Haley, former governor of South Carolina, I don't think that she could go in and do that job as Secretary of State, as tough as she is. And she's tough. I like Haley. She puts on the pants and she gets in and she plays the game, man. She's the real deal. In fact, I think of all the American women politicians we have, I think she's the most formidable uh, uh, um, American woman politician out there. And if they would run her for president, I'd seriously consider that, even though she's a politician and she would not have done the things that Donald Trump has done in terms of China, in terms of immigration, and the list goes on. What Donald Trump is doing is what absolutely needs to be done to keep this country going in the right direction and keep this country afloat. Let's go back to Ambassador Yanovich. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because I was fired. Because I was fired, that opened the way for autocrats like Putin to take advantage of the Ukraine. Because I, Ambassador Yanovich, who's sat in this seat for the last 4 years and accomplished relatively nothing in terms of corruption, has not addressed the corruption issue, tap dance with it, taps dance with its players. But because I'm being removed, now Putin is going to run. I don't think so. And nor does anyone else with any common sense. This woman got fired because she was ineffective in a number of ways. And those of us who work at will, that's without a union and at the discretion of our employer, guess what? When they decide to let you go, we decided we're going in a different direction. Okay, what does that mean? It means you're out of a job. We're going to give you a little severance and kick you out the door. See, people who are in unions don't even have a concept of that you can lose your damn job. Yep. People with unions don't even know that kind of life exists. And I've dealt with numerous people. Oh, how could you mess that up when you know that I'm sure that the union went to work. Jay, there is no union, dude. White collar. No union. But the government employees have a union. And it's a very formidable union, as a matter of fact. It's one that we need to pay attention to. And I can tell you this, if the president gets time next in his last 4 years, he will address those issues too and rein those people in, because those government employees are totally out of control in terms of benefits, salary, pensions, out of control. And that includes Congress. Ambassador Putin, we just opened the way from Putin because I got canned. The president didn't see fit for me to stay. No, you're a wimp. You don't fit the program. You got to go. Southland or Sunland, he kind of disappointed me. First, he came out and said there was no quid pro quo that he knew of. And then he said, well, there was quid pro quo, but it really wasn't quid pro quo. Okay. Wow. All because she got fired. She's not the first ambassador to be. You see, when Putin, when Trump went in, he should have made all the ambassadors tenure their resignation and fill those seats with conservatives. What few conservatives we have, most people who claim to be conservatives are really left of center Democrats. I wouldn't consider them Republicans. I wouldn't consider them conservative. You know, Republican is only the party. The real attitude, the real meat of this thing, this conservative thing, is about values. It's about outlook. It's about life. That's what it's really about, not a party. Now, Ambassador Yanovich said that she was looking for some equality. We just want things. I just want a level playing field for everybody. Well, you were there for 4 years that we know of, and you didn't get much accomplished. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, if it was such a security issue, Maria, why didn't you deal with it? You had, 2 years under Obama. You had, 2 years almost under Trump, and you were horrible. Why did he? Why did he trash my reputation? Well, he just said, "Hey, she got some problems. Hey, some things are coming her way." She's still working for the State Department, by the way. She's over at Georgetown teaching a couple of classes and recruiting other sycophants that are brainwashed lefties. They'd go out and just give our money away in this foreign policy crap. We can't give money to our cities, but we can write a check for $400 million in aid to Ukraine. That's just the tip of the iceberg. That's not counting all the economic aid we're providing these people. We're still paying or giving China foreign aid. Last time I looked, we're still writing a check to Russia. Trump says it's crazy. Trump just asked South Korea for more money to defend itself, and why shouldn't he? And the South Koreans had the nerve to balk and go, "Hey, you're sending us 500,000 cars a year. That's just cars. It's not all the other stuff that you're sending over here that you're exporting to America. Pay up. It's time to pay the piper." Thank you. Man, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. But look, we're not going to use any commercials today. We're going to just keep right on rolling. And that notification, I got to kill that. I got to figure out how to kill all this stuff. These notifications in there. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, we'll deal with that. Let me make a note to deal with notification noise. But this is a nice little fallback from Red State notification sound. And I have to do that because, hey, I want to talk to you. I want to get the word out. I want to get my message out. I want to give you something to think about. Send you to my website too, uh, the Reality Check with Charles Butler. The Reality Check, charlesbutler.com. We're going to be beefing that thing up. So, start going out there looking at blogs and videos and all kinds of things. Now, when Ambassador Yanovich was recalled, she said it hurt her little feelings. Well, I have news for you, Ambassador. You're a big girl. Put on your big girl panties and play in the big leagues. Okay? Here. Okay, okay. Let's stop. Let's stop it. Let's stop it right here. Okay. So let me say this to you, Maria, so you're clear. No one has to justify why you were fired. You don't need to know why you were fired, except that you did a poor job. You did not stop corruption in the Ukraine. You didn't do anything but play the part. You know, you were in you were you I forgot. You were giving a an award to a lady who got killed because she was an activist fighting corruption. All those are nice things, but you weren't getting to the nitty gritty, baby. You weren't in the president's office saying, "Hey, look, stop stealing money." I think something like 100 and some exorbitant amount of money got stolen, and she said it was like $50 billion disappeared or $100 billion disappeared in aid, and we got like 1 billion back when we recovered. Come on. This woman is totally out of. See, that's how Obama ran his administration. It's not how Trump runs his. Okay. That's how Obama ran his administration. It's a new, as Barack Obama said, there's a new sheriff in town. Elections have consequences, and they certainly do. And I'm not one to sit back and gloat. I'm not one to uh, wish, bad on anyone, but this thing has to stop. Marie is crying over spilt milk. Oh, I got fired. So what? I'm a woman. I get fired. Please. You had an opportunity, girl. You blew it. Run with your, for you can say that you worked in 4 different hot spots and, just live off your reputation and get your pension and disappear into the woodwork. You don't set foreign policy. The president does. You bureaucrats don't get it. You're not important. You don't dictate foreign policy. The president does. And because you don't agree, nobody cares. You're unelected and you've screwed this world up. We've been getting kicked in the butt ever since Obama came in. 8 years of getting kicked in the butt, spit in the face. Even those little Asian countries on the TPP sat there, those little brown men sat there and pointed their finger at the president and said, "We want to be treated as equals. We want to be equal to the United States in TPP, or we will not have TPP." They quit playing that after it happened 2 times because it was so disrespectful to the most powerful man in the world, who happened to have been a little sissy girly man named Barack Hussein Obama. Total girly man, total sissy. When you talk about a sissy, Barack Obama is, to me, is the epitome of a sissy. He holds his cigarette like a sissy. He crosses his leg like a sissy. He acts like a sissy. It's Friday. I love it. Now, the one of these congressmen, a congressman named Maloney, Malloy, um, he had this to say about Ambassador Yanovich being fired. Like, what is happening? Why would this happen? Listen. Why would there be more public support? There shouldn't be more public support. You serve at the behest of the president. You serve at the pleasure of the president. And your time was up. Simple. Now, these people are all, they want to impeach the president because he fired an ambassador. How crazy is that? Adam Schiff has lost his blank, blank, blank mind. And his mind is blank. I mean, this guy. I'm just, I'm just going. We're not going to hear from the other side. We're not going to ask questions. These people are just above reproach. They're above lying. Well, we know the FBI lied. The director of the FBI lied. We know that the director of the FBI hid things. We know that people worked in the FBI, worked against this president. People working in CIA are working against this president. As was it John Kerry said to Trump, or was it Biden who said to Trump, you don't want to get the intelligence agencies against you? These people work for us, not the other way around. They work for us. Let's be clear about that. Anyway, I tell you. So I'm looking at this over the weekend or during the week. I'm looking at these testimonies by these two goofs who come looking like Abbott and Costello, with little bow ties, looking as geeky as they can, probably little freaks, sexual deviants. Guys like that tend to want to be tied up in chains and stuff. I'm just saying that's what they look like to me. I'm not alleging that they did anything or that they are freaks, but that's what they look like to me. Long story short, though, we need to pay attention to what people are really saying. The little things that they say, the intricate things that they say, like Ambassador Yanovich saying, I felt bad. He made me feel. Who cares about how you feel? We're talking about the law here. We're talking about these are big boy and big girl rules here. Put on your big pants and play the game or get out of the kitchen. Simple. Hey, look, I'm just, I got to get off the air and check all this stuff out and see if it recorded and if you heard some things, and you let me know, give me some feedback, and we'll be back maybe over the weekend testing out the system. Take care.